Hey guys, welcome to another episode of Whoreible Decisions. I'm not going to say it like I am from France because I'm so sick of hearing that.
Oh,
but
let me swallow this.
Yeah, because you chomping.
It's Whoreible Decisions, mate. Like Australian.
We'll start over.
During the pandemic, no, I'm going to say why I just said that. I was chewing a goldfish. I didn't know we were starting, but during the pandemic, I didn't really understand how to use Zoom versus recording separate audio. So basically, you record on Zoom so you could see each other, but you record the tracks separately so you have the highest quality audio.
Mm-hmm.
And every time I took a bite, I would put the shit on mute on Zoom.
Bitch.
The whole episode. Slamming pots, chewing. Oh, it was bad. I can't focus on Zoom. Actually, Patreon, I do okay.
Yeah.
Because you locked in, you know, so you'll... Well, now, especially
I don't like a guest on Zoom, actually.
I wouldn't like that either.
Yeah, that was hard during the pandemic, having all those guests, like setting up audio for some people who weren't podcasters, some who
Right.
were. Everyone kind of recorded different,
And
like remotely.
we already talk over each other, and you can't understand who's about to speak as a
Right.
guest.
Well, also, bitches have different gigabytes, whatever them shits is with Wi-Fi. And baby, when you was in Mexico, baby, your lag was crazy.
Yeah, your internet was wild.
That lag was wild.
I think I had one
So,
conversation.
baby, I'm trying to sit here and pause enough to see if you got anything
But
else
I
to
felt
say.
like, when it looks good on your end,
And not the other people's?
Mm.
I was like, why are they upset? I don't get it. Man, I'm going to tell y'all, if anyone like has never experienced like kind of roughing it, I know Tulum doesn't seem like you're roughing it, but it is in the neighborhood. What a fucking time during that pandemic, bro. I really had to like have some humility. I thought I was going to be broke. I didn't know where my life was going to go. So the last thing I was thinking about was strong Wi-Fi. I was just happy to have water that day.
Shit.
Damn.
Which is nuts.
Which is nuts. Now, I do want to ask because in the last episode, you talked about getting dick, but you really didn't go into who is this person? Do you like this person? Was it good dick? Oh, yes, bitch, I'm calling you out because for our catch up, I would like to know about the sex.
A few weeks ago, I know what you're talking about when I said after Nina, when I dropped off Nina.
Who was he? Who's
It was
dick?
It was BDD.
Oh, you're back.
I'm not back doing it. I'm not back.
You said you was done.
How dare
Nah, I said I was done with Obey.
No, you said you was done. Did she not say she was also done with BDD?
But I didn't say he was dead to me. I didn't say
Not dead, but you said you was done.
That to me means done.
that for Obey.
Obey is dead to me, but she said she was done with BDD.
Mm.
I
And
was.
Shout out to BDD.
But there was
And then what happened?
he was celebrating something, an event, and it just happened to be in New York. And I
And
just
you said, let me give him some coochie.
no.
You had to make it special for him?
This is why I felt like it was God.
Here we go. Don't bring God into your mess.
Why?
God
He
is
made
our
the body.
coochie. Why are
Sure.
you doing this?
So this what happened. Basically, I fly in from LA. I had no idea, bro. It was right before the day before the Roots picnic, 9:30 at night. I'm in. Vinny's at the apartment because we're going to Philly the next day. And I'm like, should we just have one drink? He's like, yeah. We walked to Soho House. I didn't even see another person first. And I saw him. I was like, wow. Mind you, he lives in LA.
Right?
Granted, I knew he was having this event in New York and he wasn't even having it. So it was a whole nother place. And we both saw each other. I walked in, he was kind of drunk and he was looking good. I ain't gonna lie, bitch. And I was just thinking about that big old dick. And he hugged Vinny, he hugged me. And he looked at me up and down. He was like, you knew I was here? And I was like, no. He was like, yes, you did. And I was like,
You knew.
why do you think I did? And he was like, because you want to fuck me. And I got so insulted. I was like, you think I'm going to just fucking stalk your ass to the point where I'm going to show up to a place you are so I could fuck you? He was like, yes.
Yes, actually.
I mean, yeah, I believe
that sounds
it.
like
I
your
could see it.
behavior.
Yeah.
Which could be true, but it really wasn't that true in that moment.
I don't think you would do it for any dick.
So you were only insulted because it wasn't true in the moment, but you do admit that that is definitely Weezy type behavior.
Not stalk you. But like if I go to a party and I think you're going to be at that party and I want to fuck, maybe. Anyway, so let's get to the anyway. Okay, let's get to the anyway. So I said hi to all his friends, caught up, whatever. I got so embarrassed that he thought that I left or tried to leave. I said goodbye. And he was drunk. So he was talking to two people that he knew. And he looked me dead in the face. He goes, where do you think you're going? I said, I'm leaving. I'm going to like this dance party with Vinny.
Mm-hmm.
He choked me out at the fucking, not in like like a sad way. Sorry.
No, yeah.
Not in a violent way.
Okay.
In a, like,
No,
okay.
he put his hands on my neck.
And your pussy just started leaking.
He said nothing else. He asked me another question. He told me my pussy was his. And I was like, what?
This is giving toxic.
People are looking
A little bit.
at us.
A little bit.
And he was like, your pussy's mine.
Mm.
I know it is. And I was like, first of all, so I'm trying to start my city girl shit. Nigga, you ain't even, I don't give a fuck who you fucking.
Why you could be done with somebody and then go back and it's okay, but I can't do that.
Cause I wasn't with that nigga.
You was kind of with that nigga and you loved that nigga. You at one point considered leaving Old Bay for you really like that nigga. Let's not front. Let's not act like we can't rewind the tape on this nigga.
Did you tell him that you love him?
Yeah, she did. She loved this nigga. That's what I'm trying to ask.
During
what the
sex?
difference is.
First of all.
No.
Wasn't it during sex?
Bro, we can run. No, it was even after sex. She literally wanted him and wanted him to be her boyfriend while Old Bay was still her boyfriend because she loved him so much.
Girl, not two boyfriends.
I just want to know because when I get into the story about how
I have feelings
soulmate
for
was
someone
just
else
around.
now, okay, that I think about, this was a blip. Is that a word? It's not a blimp.
A blip.
A blip.
So anyway, let me get back
Okay,
to
well,
what I
I'm
was
gonna tell you
saying.
about my blip next.
So he choked me.
Bitch, we got blips today, ho.
So whatever, he choked me out and it was hot. And then I looked at Vinny, and Vinny and the guy, the two friends he was talking to were looking at me, and everybody was like, what the fuck? Because a lot of people know we're cool, but they don't know we fucking. So he's like, I was like, anyway, congrats on your event. Like, I have to go. He was like, congrats. I was like, yeah. And then I said, I should have brought you a gift, but since I didn't, since this pussy is yours, I'm gonna give you that later. And he was like, all right, bet. So I left, and I didn't want to tell Vinny I was fucking this nigga, but I was like, okay, we did get tickets to this Bushwick party. Let's hurry up. Let's go. So we're walking down the street, and Vinny looking at me like, bitch, so you just gonna let him do that to you in the middle of all these fucking people at Soho House?
Yeah.
I was like, I don't really understand any deal.
That's what happens when you have a big dick. You could do
So then we go to this fucking Bushwick party where I decided to do just a little bit of drugs, not that many. But anyway, so we're dancing, we're having fun, and like, boop, boop, but I'm looking at my phone where he's like, where you at? Uber. Sends me the address. So finally, I leave Vinny. I go get some dick. I go wherever the fuck he was staying at, Midtown. I get out, realize the address is not a hotel. It's an apartment building. So I guess he got an Airbnb apartment. And I have no apartment number because this nigga fell asleep. So now I'm outside on 50-something fucking trying to figure out how to get up there. So I go to the doorman. I'm like, hey, did you see a black guy go up? And they're looking at me like, bitch, what the fuck are you talking about? So I call all of this nigga's friends at 4:00 in the morning.
Oh, you wanted that dick.
Yeah, 100%.
So I call all his homeboys. I call his brother, who here's tea, bitch. His brother, do you remember the young kid that came to our Atlanta show, Old Bay's nephew? Well, that kid also shares this nigga's brother's name. So what do I do at 4:00 in the morning? Call the person with that name in my phone.
Oh,
Bro.
my God.
You be doing the worst shit, dog.
Swear to God. He answers the phone. And he sounds like a young kid, just like his brother. They're about the same age. I was like, yo, what room is this? Like, where is he? And he's like, where's who? And I say BDD's name. And he goes, is this Gila? Mind you, I am
Plastered.
yes. And I'm like, oh.
You're looking at the phone like, what's going on?
I'm like, it's the same name. I'm like, yeah, it's me. Where is he? And he's like, I don't know who that is. And then it starts to click. I was like, oh my God. I was like, sorry, I'm going to a party and I'm trying to find my friend's party. Just in case he told Old Bay. Bitch. Anyway, I called
Not you lying just in case, like, oh, you ain't want Old Bay to be mad?
Old Bay could be mad, but you called if he called my niece
that's
for a bitch.
Oh, that's,
I hope he don't find out. But anyway, it was trife.
He gonna
who cares?
No,
What's
he's
he
gonna probably
do?
hear it.
Go fuck my Aggie. So anyway, basically, I then finally, someone answers. And they told me his room number. Now I'm banging on the door, and I'm like, damn, this is desperate. But also, I don't really care. So I'm banging on the door, and his little brother, the actual one with the name, answers the door. Because of course he decided to let him crash. I was like, hey. And I'm sitting there with my fucking heels in my hand. Open the door. BDD's sitting there sleeping, snoring with his mouth open. His phone is in his hand. And I just see 8 calls missed from Weezy.
Aw.
Wake this nigga up. We don't even talk. We don't talk. I'm sucking dick, girl. And let me tell you something. When men are drunk, normally they can't get their dick up. This nigga can. And I am just...
Hey.
Shit, I feel like when niggas
right,
drunk,
friend.
they can't get it down. That's a Henny dick, though.
That's true.
That's a Henny dick.
And he probably had it because he couldn't get down either.
And I fuck old niggas now, they ain't drinking Henny.
We both couldn't come because we were so drunk, but it was still good.
Okay.
And, you know, when we were done, because we were both so exhausted, I looked at my phone. It was 5 a.m, and then right before he goes to sleep, he was like, better set that alarm for the Roots picnic. I was like, he was laughing at me because I came to fucking get that dick. And went right back home around 7:30, strung out, still drunk. It was really bad. I was so fucked up. And Vinny looked at me like, ugh, with disgust, Nina in tow. And anyway, dropped her off at Old Bay's house, so.
Nice.
Hey, well, I'll share my
right
little,
after she sucks
I'll
some
share
dick.
my blip.
That's crazy.
I'll share my blip.
So
It
it's
was
huge.
great. So Soulmate has still been somewhat in the picture as a friend.
Okay.
And so during Memorial Day weekend, I didn't get to give you guys the update. The formal erotic dining went amazing.
Yes.
Oh, a little
It was
letter, big
great.
letter.
Yes, and clearly because we were not together, my plus one was Medina. So Medina from Cocktails came up. She was my plus one all weekend. And so we go to dinner. We're dressed to the nines. And I was bringing liquor, like champagne. So for when people walked in, they got champagne. So I was like already running around. We had to get our makeup done. And he's like, well, I can bring the liquor.
Cool.
He gets to my house to drop off the liquor. It's time for me now to go. He's like, well, I can take y'all. And I'm like, oh, you being all nice. Mind you, the only reason he wasn't my plus one, because nigga, we broke up. And so I sold your cheer when we broke up. Not really sold because it was free.
Right.
But I was like, I was going to invite somebody else and it wasn't finna be a nigga. It was finna be my friends.
Mm-hmm.
So we get to where the location is. Mind you, it's a meat packing. If any of y'all know about meat packing, the cobblestone is some fucking bullshit. So he's literally walking in tow, carrying our bags, carrying the liquor, making sure me and Medina don't fall on the cobblestone. And clearly, we know it's about to be a long night because it's only a dinner. So there was no play party after the dinner because of the location. So we all ready to go out, but just walking over 1 block, our feet are hurting. So even though he's not invited to the dinner, he's like, well, I've already been your little letter, so I'm going to continue being your little letter. So he's like, I want y'all to have a really good night. What do y'all need? And I'm like, my feet are already killing me. I have my little expensive heels on. So he's like, I'm going to go get you some flats so that you can have a good night. Bitch, he comes back right before the party starts.
He wants you back.
Bitch.
That's right.
This nigga was like, where do I go? Where do women shop? This nigga went to Forever 21.
Okay.
And I'm like, I didn't even know niggas knew what Forever 21 was.
They do.
I do.
Well, he went to Forever 21 and brought back flip-flops for me and Medina.
Look at
And
that.
was like, here you go, guys. You guys have a good night. Don't want to hover over you. And I was like, you were such a good little boy. And like, I did the little thing. He was my little letter. He wanted to play the role of my little letter.
It's just the...
And he's very, very masculine, and very little do I really get to be dominating like with him. So it was just really nice that he did that.
That's nice.
It was and that's the thing too, that I think he's known. Like, I think it, because we come in not really needing men with money anymore, not really.
Well,
even,
I mean, some changes.
I know.
We're not dependent on it. Like, there was a lot of men in my past that I could literally say, I dealt with them for survival. I dealt with you because I needed you to pay my rent or to help me through school or to help me do certain things. And just, it feels good to now just have genuine relationships. And so in terms of where we've been talking, like, he's now not use it against me that I really enjoy acts of service. And so in terms of a little letter in that instance where it wasn't sexual at all, my God, my pussy was dripping. Like, just for him to cater to pick up the liquor.
Forever 21.
Don't do that.
It's the thought that counts, Weezy.
Okay, my pussy wasn't dripping for the Forever 21.
No, you let that pussy drip. It's a thought that counts, okay?
Thank you. It was
How
the
dare
thought. But not only the thought, like...
I took off my expensive shoes. I put those flip-flops on. I said, I want to give him pussy.
My pussy is leaking. No, but seriously.
I mean, leaking is a lot.
Oh, no, it was leaking because to me, not only the liquor, like, he purchased the liquor, like, he's done some B&H runs for me for the studio. Like, he's just been, like, and that's the thing, right? I realized how much my love language have changed. Like, again, if y'all listen to the pod a few years ago, baby, I want gifts. I want gifts or bills paid. And that's all, like, gift giving. And now it's literally acts of service that when a man can put their schedule aside to do something to make my life easier, because my life is very fucking hectic, that to me just is like, oh, God motherfucking shit, damn. Oh, give it to me.
Like a faucet.
Give it to me. No,
like a
seriously.
faucet.
Like a whole faucet. So that was really nice for...
What was your blip?
The blip was we went to the sex club the next night, and definitely.
Oh, y'all three again?
Yeah, but she had 6 people on her. I don't know if she shared it on her show yet. Like, she was in her own world. Well, mind you, I was hosting, so I was a little less active, but then also still like got active.
Your friends should be your new boundary for sex with him. I think if you're gonna
it is.
Even though Medina is someone you trust and she's great.
It is.
Fuck that.
It is. I mean, we're slowly we're keeping friends separate. And I think, so that's the thing in relationships. And I think we've semi-touched on this on Patreon. But when you're in a relationship and you love your friends and you also want to bring your partner around, I think there becomes, because even in coming back, he's explained how he feels like a prop in my life. And it's because even though he's super around my friends and we have such a blast, when we break up, he realized all my friends was like, deuces, nigga, if you out the picture with us too. And so now it's an issue, or maybe something that he needs to work through, because it ain't changing, that even though we do all of these things together and we make these memories together, I don't want you to feel like a prop, but this is also my world. And when you're not a part of my world, I need you to know that nothing a part of my world will be attached to you once we're over.
Oh, nigga, I tried to take last lap from Old Bay.
See what I mean? And well, even old boy took the bar away from you.
Last lap,
he took the bar away from you.
No Ludlow house.
We do that. And that's where I'm just like, I don't know what your past relationships have been, but shit gets, with a breakup, it's not only friends, it's not only our love, baby, it's the places we go. And I got a whole lot of power. Whole lot. So I was even like, just so you know, baby, I know the owners of these sex clubs. I'm gonna make sure there's a ban on your ass because I don't want to run into you. Baby, the beach, I don't know what sheriff I gotta talk to.
I agree.
You know what I mean?
The sex club thing, like, and the problem is Old Bay's in his 40s, Brooklyn nigga. So he knows fucking everybody that owns the shit I go to, right? He's also the member too.
Okay.
Like, he moves and shakes in the same world, so I get it. Like,
I won't ever.
He's not a podcaster.
My nigga don't. I love it.
But no, Old Bay's not an entertaining nigga. He's just a dude that's been around the block.
I don't want nobody in the industry.
He's not industry.
That dick been around the block. And that's all that matter. He done dated.
But you date somebody in your city, bro. They gonna know. If you dated somebody they gonna know the promote. Like, it's hard. You got an anomaly, but like, it's not easy, dog.
I did get an anomaly.
Yeah.
I want another one. I gotta find him again.
Not industry.
I need the world to shut down.
Followers.
I need the world to shut down again. That's the only reason I found this nigga.
No.
That's kind of why I'm into the Dreamville nigga.
Why?
Because he's just like, he gets it, but he's not in it. And I also love that shit.
Yeah.
Like, don't need to know, but like, know what I'm talking about, but not like in it. I don't need to really teach.
Like, you don't have to explain too much.
Yeah.
Right.
That's a good feeling.
I could dig it.
But yeah. When in a breakup, the place off limits. Oh, sex club, that nigga need to go on a fucking app, buddy.
Not only sex club, I just need, listen, just know. And that's where like the boundaries, or maybe that's a conversation too, like to have on the first date. Now moving forward, like, listen, we're going to have a great time together. You're going to meet all my friends because I work so much. The way that I find ways to link up with my friends, even if we at a bar, of course I'm gonna tell my friends to pull up.
Right.
I tell my friends to pull up on me whenever, wherever. Hello, if I'm hosting something, everyone's invited because this is when I get to see my friends.
Your time costs a lot of money, bro.
It does. And
Both of
but my friends are number one in my relationship hierarchy of where people stand in my life.
Right.
So, and maybe my partner comes second or third with family. Family, yeah, I damn near grew up with the Osbournes. It's just a very toxic family.
I mean, I guess, friends are like the family you choose.
And my friends are the family that I got to choose. So they come, they mean so much to me.
I have to tell you, you gave me a little inspo recently because, I've been talking about how I've been going out to this party in LA and someone that I've been hanging with there, obviously. And we're cool with each other's friends now to the point where, like, we all follow each other.
Okay.
Vinny, my homegirl Emily in LA, like, Brittany met him, like, now all his, like, and if someone comes in town, it's to the point where, like, we all vibe so hard, so we all hang out, and I'm like,
that needs to be a conversation. you have to have that conversation. When you start mixing and
I don't
mingling-
think he's ever gonna hit a friend up without me, but
to me,
But I did it.
But
I did it. I hit up one of
See?
his homeboys. I was going out and I was like, oh, what you up to tonight? And I realized like, oh my God, I have to stop. But then at the same time, I feel like this is what everybody wants. We always want to date someone or start hanging with someone that like can live and exist within our friend groups. And I think what you really taught me was like the quote unquote boundary that
You got to.
not.
You got to. But see, even you hitting up the friend, he probably didn't think anything of it. But that's the thing. If you guys stop fucking with each other, like these are my
done.
friends. But that's what I'm saying. But is it? Is it? Now that y'all share so much friends, if you stop fucking with him tomorrow, do you really feel like, damn, I've created all these great relationships with all these other people. Now I can't fuck with them because I met them through him?
The only thing I will say that feels nice about it, and I said this, like, I don't know if Old Bay and I had that with each other's friends.
But I'm talking about this new nigga.
No, I know. And I'm saying like, it's like the worst of, or best of what, like,
Right.
you complain when you do, complain when we don't. But I didn't realize it until this person, like, is this what it could be like when friends are lit? Because Old Bay and I just did not share friends. And I just expected not to.
Okay.
Don't get me wrong. Like, if we all went out with Vinny, cool, or Gila, whatever, like, we did our thing. But it wasn't like this. It didn't feel like this. And I don't know which is worse.
I would say that's one of those conversations to where maybe you have it now. Yo, if this doesn't work out,
Son, I got
like,
cramps
would you feel
and I
away?
can't stop moving. I'm
like,
sorry.
Like, would you feel away if I hit up your friends to hang out? Or is that a deal breaker? Would you feel away if he hit up your friends? Because clearly I did, and this was a conversation we never had until now we're having it because we're in a cordial, just friendly space where we can now like talk through the things that weren't working in our relationships, but also even in our breakups. What things really fucked with us the most? And that's what we're having now. So maybe before it gets there, that's a conversation to have with him.
Yeah.
I think you should. All right,
Let me set a boundary, even though you're not my man. Everybody wants to hear that.
I'm just saying.
You should.
Well, let's get into the outline. For this week, let me read it from the whatchamacallit. How do I read? Look at me, y'all. I'm old.
No, you're not.
Why do I feel like, why does it feel like when you're having your period cramps, like there's really a person in there beating your ass?
Does it really feel like
yeah.
that? Like punches almost?
Yes.
I had the worst period last month, and I was just like, "What the fuck?"
You eating a lot of meat?
No, I think just stress. Bitch. When I was on that set for MTV, bitch, I blew up the bathroom. They gave me the bathroom to myself. I swear to God. I didn't know if it was nerves. I also get nerves when I spend a lot of money. When I spend a lot of money
I
at
didn't know
once.
where she was going.
I've never heard
to
Yomi
God.
laugh so hard about Mandii
I
shitting.
know, seriously, baby, I blew that bathroom up. They was like, they was telling the whole set, use the other bathroom, please. I swear to God, that's how bad it was. Mind you, I was on set at 7:30 for hair and makeup. My homegirl, shout out to Heather. Well, she's not my homegirl, she's also my boss. But
wait, you mean when you were doing the show? When you were
for the MTV Awards. So we were on set, and baby, I had to get there early as fuck. But I just spent so much money, and I was just my nerves were fucking shot. So baby, I blew. It was either that or Del Frisco's, but I'm gonna blame my nerves because I eat at Del Frisco's and this ain't never happened. But anyways, blow up the bathroom. It's 7:00 in the morning. Heather doesn't get there till 11. The motherfucking smell is still lingering.
No, man.
It was 11. Mind you, I felt so bad. By the way, I'm apologize to you publicly, Teffy. Teffy's makeup room was right across from the bathroom.
Oh.
I felt so bad because it just went. I was like, let me spray my little Gucci perfume.
You know how I know it was bad?
Oh my God, that makes it worse.
I can't smell my own shit sometimes.
Oh no, it was bad. Yep. I even tried to do courtesy flushes. So my best friend taught me about courtesy flushes, which are while you shitting and when you smell it, before you even get done, just start flushing.
While it's coming out.
While it's still coming out.
I keep Palo Santo.
I was not going to light a match and blow the fuck up. That's how.
It's not
No, it was rancid. Nope.
It was rancid?
Girl, what did you eat?
I'm telling you, it was Del Frisco's the early morning. I didn't even get my coffee yet. It was either that or the throat coat tea. And I know it wasn't the throat coat. Unless that works as a laxative. I don't know.
Was it a period shit?
That might have been in it too. I heard y'all get diarrhea. I heard y'all get diarrhea.
No, but I was on my last day of my period. It was the end of a period shit. I know we have beginning period shit.
A period shit
is the worst. Why are we talking about
booty hole cramps?
Dog, okay, I don't know about booty hole.
What are booty hole cramps?
I just know.
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
You take a.
Yomi?
Whenever I get cramps, sometimes they kind of move down to
Your cramps?
Your cramps moved to your
Yomi's
butt?
cramps apparently moved down to her butthole. And it's very
Maybe you just got to shit.
No, because I don't have to shit. It's just like so uncomfortable.
Oh.
But it happens like.
Do you feel like you feel it in your back?
No, like in my butthole.
Yomi feels her period
She
cramps.
said the booty hole
I keep
is
trying to like
cramping.
reword it for her. She's like, no, my
it's just-
asshole.
It
bitch.
Yeah, her
hurts.
asshole
It
hurts.
Damn.
Well, speaking of assholes and booty holes, I wanted to get into the vanilla shit for this week.
Nice.
And it's something that you actually spoke about as well with sex sells. So the woman who made $200,000 selling farts in a jar
and went to the hospital.
is now earning $5,000 a day selling boob sweat.
And
Yo, I'm in the wrong profession, y'all.
That is,
I
bro,
hated her.
boob sweat, my nigga.
I'm in the wrong
Why
profession.
did you hate her?
So I don't really know. I think she just wanted to be on TV.
Well, now she's making all the money, so it worked for her.
I'm in the
It
wrong
did.
job.
So this chick, if anyone remembers the girl in 90 Day Fiancé that had a compromised immune system, who went to Australia to meet her girlfriend,
Okay.
she wasn't giving gay at all.
Okay.
To the point where the other girl was kind of like, bitch.
But you're not even gay.
It was just weird.
Not on
I don't
Pride
know. And she was like complaining about everything, and she just kind of seemed annoying. I just don't even see her eating a pussy. But I guess it's true because she's, instead of doing that on OnlyFans,
Now,
she's selling farts.
I do want to ask, because you said you wouldn't do OnlyFans because you're now in the certain positions and rooms that you're in now. I get why you wouldn't do that. But would you randomly sell something that wasn't sexual to the masses, but maybe someone just wanted? Like boob sweat is not really sexual.
No.
You still wouldn't sell anything?
So I did do something on sex sells that I'm going to sell for charity, and that's it.
Okay.
That's cool.
Mainly because like I've been trying to live in the life of the businesses. You know what I'm saying? Like, where I told you that episode where I got on the pole with Sophia is so bad. I just saw the editing footage and I was like, can we cut out my fall at least? Like, what?
Oh
can
my
we
God, no, leave the fall
We
in.
left it, fuck. But
Yes.
I say that to say like, I don't know if I can really do it and be it. Like, I want to do everything that I want to do with like pride, and I'm not secure enough to do it.
Okay.
It's just like talking about insecurities for a moment. Like,
Yeah.
you know, talking to Lena the plug about her shit. Like, people could be bright-eyed. Even the way you were about your feet pics. Like, you didn't feel a way about doing it like I do.
Okay.
And I don't know.
I mean, I don't. My feet, I know they fire. I was like, yeah.
I know. I mean, just like selling the pics, right? Like, it's those
Showing
types
toes
of
on the
things.
YouTube video.
And it's maybe because I know someone will use it for their, I don't know. But, you know, I'm also just trying to be honest here because I'm not saying it in a shamey way, obviously. I mean, I'm sure I could make great money if I decided to get an OnlyFans, but like,
Yeah.
I can't do it.
You can't muster up to it. But that's fine,
Okay.
though. You know, there's
And
no
also,
shame in
like,
that.
I thought it was about my job and stuff, but Kenya left a comment a few days ago on our Roots Picnic shit, like shaking my damn head. Like, you know, everyone I work with for the most part, like, knows
They
what
know.
the fuck I do, son.
Yeah.
You know, like, I'm on them calls and my email is Weezy at the company I work for. Like, they know, you know, and so I don't think it's that more than it's like, I don't think I'm secure enough to do it.
Okay.
I don't
I
know.
can dig it.
I don't know how sexy I could be. Like,
I can dig it.
you know,
Oh, I think I'm goofy. I don't think I'm sexy at all.
Me
But
neither.
I'll be open to selling some shit. Sure would. Boob sweat?
For the right price?
You want the lint from my socks? Like what you want, I'll sell it.
how much would you sell the
Yeah,
boob sweat for?
I was going to ask that, yeah.
Boob sweat? I mean, if this bitch, I would charge premium just because this is a white woman. So I would charge premium rates because I'm gonna compete with this
How
white
much
woman.
is she selling?
I don't know, but she makes $5,000 a day. And I
A
tried
day?
to click it.
I'm in the wrong job.
$5,000 a day
I'm in
for
the wrong
boob
job.
sweat, bro. For boob sweat.
Roots
Bro,
Picnic
we was
boob
sweating on
sweat?
that stage.
Oh,
that
man.
Roots Picnic stage was about
Son,
95
I didn't wear underwear
degrees.
because the dress was cut on the side.
Yeah.
Oh, puff.
Puff.
So, like, I had to wipe my leg and it was not horny.
How much do you think thigh sweat would go for?
Oh, and I'm gonna have a
Pussy
whole bunch
sweat.
of thigh sweat this
Pussy
summer.
sweat. Yeah.
Like New York is hot.
It is
Son.
hot right now.
Hot.
I am dying. I walked to the studio. It's a 15-minute walk, okay? I didn't make it.
You're a little deep,
It's
though.
hot.
Huh?
You're a little deep. That's a hefty walk.
No, I know. In heels, too?
Yeah. Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
you're
Oh,
bugging.
yeah.
Oh, my God. Literally
bugging.
almost lost my fucking mind.
Why?
Everybody knows how much I love Deezus.
Yeah.
I'm fucking walking
Oh.
down the street. This black Suburban stops. Someone opens the door. I thought like, oh my God, somebody's gonna holler at me. And it was Deezus saying like, yeah. Dog, you should have seen me. I acted like, and it's crazy when you're really a fan of someone. And that's why a few weeks ago on our episode,
Yeah.
when I was like, I don't care if people come up to me, like, he stopped to say hi, and I still was just.
Shout out to Jesus.
He looked like he jumped back in the car because I was doing too much. I was like, fuck, I love you.
Oh my, really?
Yeah.
Oh my goodness.
I can't help it, man. I can't. Like, I just like.
I would have probably done the same thing.
When I love someone, I can't fucking help it. But not just love, when you're like inspired by someone.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
When someone is an idol to me at what they do, fuck, it's over, dude.
Yeah.
It's
like,
over, dude.
I haven't met
It's
Issa
over,
Rae
dude.
yet, but I've like it's over, bro.
It's over, man. Fuck.
Anyway.
All right. Let's get into the horrible decision for this week. So the horrible decision is romping through the ages. And it's only because I have been seeing so many things on the internet where they be acting like our granddaddies wasn't cheating, the grandmamas wasn't being hoes. And so I'm like, I wanted to come on here and say, we have been hoeing, niggas have been cheating.
That's right.
We've been busting it wide open for centuries.
There you go.
So I found this article on thesun.co.uk, and I wanted to start off actually with sex toys. Sex toys have actually been around forever, and I know we getting now all the things. So it says humans have been creating toys to enhance their sex lives for as long as they have been having sex. Back in the Qing dynasty from China, actually found...
I thought it was Ming.
King, Qing. That's King.
Oh, my bad.
There ain't no M.
Why'd you look at me like that?
There ain't no M.
No, I mean, I'm just saying Ming.
You can't say
Is there a
one
Ming?
fucking
No,
thing.
no, you good. You good, bro.
There might be a Ming dynasty, but this is from the Qing dynasty, but spelled with a Q.
Okay, I just asked a question.
And it would be... Look at me looking at the Asian.
Hey, man.
Sorry. I'm like,
Are you not even Asian?
Oh, you're not Asian?
Oh my God.
Oh, wait, what are...
Yeah, and this is why I looked at you.
Oh,
because I just knew something.
HR, sorry. But I was trying to be...
Yomaira is her name.
Oh, Yomaira. Oh, yeah. You from South Africa. America.
South America.
A South African American.
South African American.
South African American. Hey, hold on. Whatever.
It's a proud studio.
It's from the Qing
to the
dynasty.
core.
Brown and black.
Qing dynasty,
Yeah.
not Ming. Bitch, I'm reading it. There's
So
no M.
Eddie looked at us like he was like, don't even
Because I knew something was going to happen.
Right. I said it right. She
You're
was over
right.
there. My bad. Yomi.
Technically, am I?
No, it's Yomi, not Yomaira.
My name's Yo.
I mean, it's Yomira, yeah.
Her name is Yomira. Bitch, not you getting her name wrong. She just wanted to add some flavor to it.
I did want to be in Yomaira.
Yeah, there we go. Here we are. Here we are.
Dog. Bro, we are really trying not to get canceled before we renew the contract.
You're not getting no cancel.
Because bitch, they done already came up to us like, hey, so those cucumbers, we might not want them at our festival.
Who said
that?
Oh, bitch. Oh, you didn't know? You'll be seeing the email.
What?
Oh, yeah. We'll talk about it off air.
No, the fuck we
No,
not.
we're going to talk about it off mic.
Oh, the one that's about to hire us?
Possibly.
They mentioned
Uh-huh.
that festival. The one they call for.
Yes. They were, yeah, we'll talk about it.
That's a panel, bro.
No, not that one. The big boys.
I could see your fucking mouth.
I don't know what you're saying.
It's okay, I'll blur it.
Big facts.
All right. You were close. You were close with the first.
Just say it now. I'm going to just bleep it and blur.
Oh, okay, fine.
Oh, no.
Essence?
No, bitch.
Oh.
You bleeping that?
Yeah.
Thanks.
100%. Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They were like, we'll have a talk. Anyways.
Nah, they was wildin'. If it was just normal.
Nah, that wasn't even a normal cucumber sucking
tag
content.
teamed it.
Dog, they tag
For anyone that doesn't know what we're talking about.
Sorry, y'all. If y'all were at the Roots Picnic, because we didn't get to talk about it, when we got into our whole Roots Picnic rant, we didn't get to talk about the fabulousness of the whore hive that made cucumbers be like, that was too much. It wasn't giving it was giving a lot.
So here's what happened. We don't really be doing that shit normally.
The last time we did cucumbers, I caught COVID. We were in Mexico, but we were at a pool. It was a pool party. It was a pool party. We normally have not done.
She just ran by that shit.
Like Mandii maybe you didn't, Mandii, but I needed to check. Okay, so when we got booked to do something during the pandemic, I was like, man, they got COVID tests right before.
I came back and had it.
I was like, fuck it. We get money though. So we go, and it was at a pool and people were wasted. I will never do a pool party show again, but...
Oh, I liked it.
Well, never mind. Let me see how much we make. But, I say never. But, like, it was just a mess, bro. Like, sucking cucumbers, fucking sharing hookahs, bottles in my mouth.
But real quick, the only difference from that and Roots Picnic was there were no hookahs.
I wish there was
It was
hookah.
it was probably more wild at Roots Picnic than Mocha Fest.
Why
Like-
is that? Is it because they're outside?
I don't know. They got excited. They started double sucking cucumbers.
I want
By
the
the way,
guys and girls to compete because it's Pride Month. And I even warned the crowd, I'm like, yo, if you don't like that shit, get the fuck out. This is what we doing.
Man.
So,
shit was wild.
not gonna front, they really was
Mind you, I
toe-to-toe.
ain't even really want to do it. I was like, that's a little much. And she was like, nah, we're going to fit it in there. It's fine. We're going to get through it.
We're gonna fit it in there.
I wasn't even trying to bring
Mandy
the
did
cucumbers.
not want the cucumbers,
I
so
didn't
I
want to
did
do
it
it
first.
I didn't want to do it.
Fuck
Didn't want to
this.
do it. Didn't want to do it. Then finally we see we'll have a little bit of wiggle room for time. And I was just hoping, I was like, well, it looks like, I said, did we even have props? Vinny sent me a picture of 4.5 long cucumbers. I didn't
More
even
than
know.
a foot.
I
Thank
didn't
you,
even know
Vinny.
they were this big, bro. They was 1.5 cucumbers. And I was like, these bitches went and made sure the props was there if we was going to have time.
That's right.
Because I did not want to do the cucumbers. Anyways, the cucumbers, it looked wild.
So
they would have
basically,
bleeped it.
a guy and a girl were both good, right?
Yeah.
And so
We were like,
someone
let's make
suggested
y'all
a
compete.
showdown. No, it wasn't us.
Someone
And
suggested
they
a
decided instead
showdown.
of doing one each, they were gonna suck the same
The
one.
same one. And
Oh yeah, that was a great picture. I saw that.
It was, you saw the picture. If y'all want to see the
Son,
picture,
that
go
was
onto our
insane.
Instagram. I did want to go to as well. One of the oldest dildos ever discovered is the
It should be the cucumber.
Whoreible phallus. It was discovered in the Whoreible cave in Germany in 2005 and was carbon dated to somewhere between 26,000 and 30,000 years ago.
Wow.
Also want to talk about some aphrodisiacs, which y'all may know. We did a whole episode on food that were aphrodisiacs, but maybe y'all don't know this because this is a shocker to me. Beans, while they may make your booty squeeze, are also an aphrodisiac. Despite the popular
The fuck?
image of damsels in distress and chastity belts, sex in the middle
High five,
was
Yomi.
progressive. Anyway, for one thing, there was a belief that erections were caused when the penis filled with air, and as a result, beans were thought to be the aphrodisiac for this.
Ew.
BDSM also goes back all the way to 490 BCE, and it gets its name.
Before Christ,
No, yeah, I'm about
What?
to get it. Yep.
what's the E?
Some of the oldest evidence of BDSM can
Energy?
be found in the Tomb of the Whipping, an Etruscan tomb
Sound it
in
out.
Lazio, Italy. All right. It gets it. So BDSM, the actual whipping the tomb name gets its name from the fresco on the wall that shows two men who are flogging a woman as they have sex with her. In the 1800s, there were establishments known to cater to kink, such as Teresa Berkeley's brothel in Hallam Street, London.
Nice.
As well. Birth control. I wanted to get into that, especially since now they want to not even allow us abortion in
Boo.
this country. Birth control in the past. So sex in the past was fun, naughty, and an enjoyable experience. So although popular belief has it that they were only doing it to procreate because Christianity wants us to believe that it was only made for reproduction, they lied, as most of the church does, but we're not going to get into that. Pig gut condoms
Okay.
were being used in the 1500s,
Yeah.
and there's evidence of contraception being used all the way back to ancient Egypt. One method used back then was a vaginal pessary made from,
What's a pessary?
can you look up what pessary is? Pessary.
Is it like a rosary?
Vaginal pessary.
Is BCE? I don't know. What's the E in BCE?
I'm assuming it's actually a condom because let me tell you what it's made of. Crocodile dung and honey.
So a vaginal pessary is a soft removable device that goes into your vagina and it supports the areas that are affected by pelvic organ prolapse.
Oh.
This is what
Oh, hold your pussy up.
Yeah.
So this was probably then some sort of coating to keep the sperm from going all the way to the ovaries.
I'm just
this is what happens when the bladder, rectum, or
So they were
uterus
putting
drops.
crocodile dung and honey in they pussy.
Yeah, I've definitely heard of that.
When I talked about an Alabama hot pocket, buddy, you guys lost your minds. You lost it.
Because it's also Pride Month, I want to talk about LGBTQ.
Yes.
And just so you know, same-sex desire and gender fluidity is found all throughout history. But some of the most important documents in queer history are the diaries of Anne Lister, which, by the way, has an HBO show now. And it talks about how, like, they had to hide even being gay. Like, and this is lesbians. This isn't even gay men. Lesbians couldn't even, and although it's more accepted now, lesbians also had to hide their gender fluidity in the past. That is just a few things. Do I have any more on here? They just gave a whole bunch. It was just very interesting. And I was like, I need y'all to know.
The pig Latin condom is crazy.
That not only the
That's a common thing. Well, that was a common thing back then. They used to use like cat intestines or just intestines
excuse
overall.
me, and this is why I don't eat hot dogs.
Or lamb intestines.
This why like hot dogs is made with them intestines.
No,
of
now they
animals
do.
and
Well,
shit.
okay. Well,
wait,
yeah,
it's
they
not
use
intestines no more?
no, they use like the backup of whatever, but the
Not a
casing is
Nathan's.
not.
A Nathan's good.
Nathan's
I
is
mean,
using intestines.
hey, can we talk about somebody real quick that I want on this podcast that's fine as hell but crazy?
Here we go.
So you can flirt with them the whole time, or you gonna actually be a
No, I'm
host
talking
and
about
be
him because you
professional?
just made me think about it with the hot dog.
And Nathan, wait, the hot dog.
Is his name
fucking-
Nathan?
Huh?
Is his name Nathan?
His name's 19 Keys.
Oh,
Oh,
And obviously,
you did want to have him on the pod. What happened to him? He just said he
he lives in LA.
Oh, okay.
And so hopefully we can have him on when he's in New York. But so I thought he did crypto like you did.
Yeah, I was like, she hit me up like 19.
Oh,
He's
this
gonna be on
gentleman.
horrible, and I was like,
So
bitch, it's
remember
on
him.
crypto.
When I-
bitch, the markets is down.
when I met
don't
him,
wanna talk to him.
I've heard of
fucking
his
down.
The
name,
markets are
but
down.
like didn't follow him or anything like that. Went to one of Ian's events, saw this nigga, and I was like, oh, I'm a hotep now.
Oh wait, is he a hotep?
I don't know. I'm talking
Oh,
shit.
He dresses like one.
um,
What? Can I not say that?
no, you can say that. It's just I don't.
Hey, I ain't gonna lie. When you come on here, sir, 19
I'll
Keys,
tell it to his face.
I
He
cannot
cute, though.
wait to talk about that fucking Koofy rap.
It's the rap.
Bitch.
It gives Dr.
Somebody
Umar.
was following him with Sage. I don't know, but he fine. So anyway, I started swiping on his page because I was like, what does he talk about? Oh, because I heard someone bring up food
Okay.
in his conversation about food. And also he has a podcast. So I was like, oh shit, come record in our studio in LA. Because if you're going to have high level conversations, honey, you need Black Magic 6K. So anyway, I start watching his Instagram clip where he starts talking about food.
This is the guy, Mandii.
Nigga.
Oh no, I know who he is.
No, we saw he was there. Oh, you
I
weren't
know.
there yesterday. But anyway, so I watched this conversation he had about food, and the dude was like, and this is really what I want to talk to him about, because everybody in his comments are like gun-ho believing what he's saying. But I'm thinking this is nuts. And I told him, like, when you come on Whoreible,
Why
I
did
know.
he say that was nuts?
So basically, they were talking about how you could be over-sexualized because they be putting hormones in the chicken. And they fucking put hormones in the chicken,
Yeah.
and they try to sexualize the food. That nigga said,
It's giving
what
hotel.
is the point of a hot dog? He said the Snickers, and this was the person he had on, looks like a black man's penis. You bite into it, it oozes out, and they're trying to get us. And I was like, yo,
That's
this is insane. But also
Interesting.
he believes in like semen retention stuff, which I want to talk about.
Mm.
I just
Okay.
don't understand how you look like that and you don't come.
I mean, hey, sometimes you look
I
like
could
that.
be wrong. Maybe he does come.
I believe in semen retention.
Because semen retention doesn't mean you don't come. You just certain times you edge, or some certain times you stop yourself from coming, but it
Yeah.
doesn't mean you never come.
Why?
It's
It's
the
a
buildup
buildup,
of
right?
the buildup of testosterone.
I get if you're like an athlete or something, or maybe he gonna teach me about some higher level. Turn me into a hotep, sir. Turn me into one because I want to know.
That's why athletes don't be coming when they got the finals. or anything
I
like that.
understand that.
But as a man, you got to hold into the testosterone. Like, it's good for your workouts. It's good for your everyday energy. But you be mad as hell.
It's giving hotep. And you know what? I can't wait to fucking talk about it because I just like, sometimes I get certain things like when one of the conversations were about food and when you like kill animals and they're stressed out and the meat is different. I hear that. I understand halal, but like you ain't about to tell me I'm over sexualized because I eat chicken.
No,
I
but
be
you
eating
understand that the estrogen in the chicken or whatever testosterone they put in, that does affect you.
But that's let me
Son.
tell you, the US of A, the FDA approved. I don't want them to approve shit. It be some bullshit that we be putting into our bodies. Because even when I lived in Singapore, there was like no American food. There was nothing that was approved by their.
You got to think about like
It's
our weight
crazy.
gain too.
Oh, yeah.
Like when I went to Japan and saw that I could eat noodles every day and I wasn't gaining weight.
It's got to be even our
'Cause the
carbs
noodles-
are different here.
yeah,
Our
carbs are
noodles
different.
Our rice is different. Everything is
There's a
different.
lot of
that shit's
ingredients that
wild.
are banned in other countries that we still
that
have
we
intact.
consume.
I mean,
It's
sugar's an
crazy.
addiction, but
Oh, yeah, of course.
It is crazy.
you know, maybe he could help us stop eating.
It's wild. Now, for this week, because I wanted to talk, well, we talked about how sex and hoism has been around forever.
Mm-hmm.
Today's hoe mail is actually coming from me and our patrons. So last month's town hall, I stayed on and talked to everybody. This was me gearing up for my formal erotic dining experience, as well as the play party that I threw during Memorial Day weekend. And so I sat on Zoom with about 80 people, and they shared with me sex clubs across the country.
Nice.
So this is where, if you are at your desk, if you are just sitting in your living room, please take out a pen and paper.
Here we go.
Please take out your notes.
Your notes app.
Also, if you are a patron, I will be posting this. Y'all probably have it a couple weeks ago, but I'm posting it to the Patreon. Here are the lists. I also have asterisks for those that are strictly LGBTQ friendly. So,
Oh, you're giving niggas sex clubs?
I'm giving niggas sex clubs because that's all we keep getting asked, where to go. I don't have every fucking sex club in the country, but I curated a great list. So please,
Good for you.
please pull out. Oh no, shout
You
out to
should
the
tell
patrons.
this.
Shout out to the patrons. The
On our
patrons did this for
Patreon.
us. So here we go. Entourage, Vegas. Club Houston in Houston. Body Zone, Detroit. Steamworks, Chicago. Trapeze, Atlanta. Of course, NSFW, New York.
You're
Flex. Flex is in Atlanta and Cleveland, and it is men only. Velvet in Miami. Caligula as well, here in Queens, New York. Susia in Brooklyn. Green Door, Las Vegas.
Sucia?
Sucia.
I'm not going to, yes.
Sorry, babe.
Green Door, Las Vegas. The Oasis, Toronto. Pleasure Hole, Seattle. Cloakroom, DC. Power Exchange, San Francisco. The Loft, Atlanta, which to my knowledge is also men only. Playhouse, Baltimore. Sapphire in Portland.
Jesus.
The Swirl in Portland, which is also LGBTQ. I have 5 more.
Woo.
Bravado in Portland.
Okay.
Electric Social Club in Providence, Rhode Island.
That sounds crazy.
I was just going to say, it's not even Sucia, but that electric what?
Flex was
Club
good too.
Joy in LA. The Spot in Kansas City. And Club Sin in Cincinnati, Ohio. Now, these were all just given, and I was asking, are they still open? Do they still operate? Are they members only?
What are their COVID?
There's a ton of information that sometimes you do have to be a member for clubs. So I would just say get on your Googles, go on Instagram. A lot of them also do have Instagram pages.
Who sent you all this?
This is literally 83 patrons who stayed on with me
on the Zoom.
on the town hall.
Mm-hmm.
And we ended up just getting into a free-flowing conversation, and I started creating the list. Normally on our town halls, I stay on and just talk for like another hour. And thank you, patrons. This is what our community
They had
does.
to suck a dick for you guys to have this list.
Yeah.
Oh my
Do
God.
you know how much pussy had to get fucked for Mandii to get this curated?
Listen.
Seriously.
A nice little list. And they were all
I think you guys
really
should cash
giving.
app me as a thank you.
But also, again, a lot of our patrons, even on our Zoom calls, we may have 3 white people. So y'all, these are all also given from Black and brown patrons that support us. They stayed on and talked to us. And I just felt like I had a gem here. And you guys ask us every fucking week that y'all want to go to a fucking sex club. This is a list. Find it. Do your Googles. And also join community. I will say from experiencing throwing the Fed party and hosting a party, FetLife is your friend. Join FetLife. This is not an ad. I'm not sponsored by them. FetLife has been something that has built community into integrating all of the sex spaces that I go to, and it's great. They're all kink friendly. The ones I've been to, I won't speak for this list, but just make sure you have it down. I'll put it on Patreon, and if you're not a patron yet, this is where I'm telling you to go join Patreon or re-listen. But the list will be posted on Patreon, and patrons that are on, I implore you guys to also write into the comments.
Implore.
Dictionary.
You know what I mean? It's
Implore.
Give an SAT.
Implore you guys to just add to this list, because what is community without sharing our resources?
Mm-hmm.
And there's that. Outside of that, are we leaving with anything else?
Can't spell community without cum.
I can't stand you.
What? You thought I was going to say unity?
I cannot stand you. But also, again, be sure to join our Patreon. That's patreon.com/
Damn, that needs to be a sex that.
What?
So, like, I remember your homegirl, what's her name? Latasha made hors d'oeuvre.
Yes.
Community needs to be something.
I want
Community
10%.
definitely has to be something.
Maybe it could be like our next tour name or something.
Or our next
Ooh.
merch. I would love community.
Community.
I want 10%.
Oh, Lord.
All right. Hey, don't do this now. Now, baby, all right. We not going to make the shirt because, baby, y'all know what happened to black sex.
Okay.
Oh, hey.
I'm just
Hey,
saying.
hey.
All right, guys. Until next time, this has been yet another episode of Whoreible Decisions. Bye.